KPAM News Time 7:40. It's First Edition News Talk 860 KPAM. Thursday mornings means the First Edition Beer Geek is on the air, and there is a new way for you to experience the growing craft beer scene in Clackamas County. It is the Oregon's Mount Hood Territory Tap Trail. And joining us live here in studio is Jarrod Lyman with Oregon's Mount Hood Territory. Welcome to KPAM.
Hey, I'm always looking forward to an excuse to talk beer first thing in the morning, so I'm excited to be here.
It's noon somewhere, right?
Exactly.
So what is this? What is we've heard about, the Ale Trail in Bend and other parts of the Northwest. What is the Tap Trail?
Well, Mount Hood Territory is, really becoming part of this whole, blossoming beer scene in the Pacific Northwest, the Portland region especially. And over the past couple of years, we've had a lot of new breweries open up. Just a few years ago, there's just a handful. And over the course of, the last few years now, we've got, 17 total breweries in Mount Hood Territory, which is the branded name for Clackamas County. You go even beyond that with a ton of growler fill stations and tap rooms and so forth. And we have some really awesome beers here. So the Tap Trail is a way for people to get out and explore maybe some perennial favorites that they've had for long-running years. People like Fearless Brewing up in Estacada using the magical waters of the Clackamas to make some awesome beer. To, maybe some of the newer ones like Oregon City Brewing or Feckin or Coin Toss, all new ones. Vanguard Brewing out in Wilsonville. Boring now has a tap room. They're on the Tap Trail. Mm-hmm. So it's a way to get out and explore all these great breweries, find some great beer, find a new favorite maybe, and do it with a savings.
Yeah, because this one works a little differently than like the Bend Ale Trail or the McMenamin's Passport, where you get a stamp with a reward at the end. How does this one work?
Well, in this way, it's real easy. You just go to omht.us/craftpass. You can also find the link on our website, mounthoodterritory.com. For $20, you buy the pass, and then you get this link, which sends to your smartphone. You put that on your home screen. You show up at one of the participating breweries, one of the 9 participating breweries, and they give you a discount, whether it's on beer or merchandise or something else. So this $20 Tap Trail Craft Pass gives you actually $45 in value. So, who doesn't like saving money and trying good beer?
Do you think people are going to go for this where you actually have to pay for something up front as opposed to just going around and getting your stamps and that sort of thing?
Well, so far people have actually really been excited. We've had a pretty encouraging use of it so far. And, people are really excited to see this because, they've been looking for the excuse to go, try. And this just kind of giving that little boost, this little kick in the rear to get out the door and go try some stuff. Maybe with 4th of July weekend coming up, it's the perfect time to go out, get your craft pass, and try some beer.
And is the goal here to cater to locals who, like you say, maybe haven't had a chance to check out what's in their backyard, or is this to bring people in from out of the area?
A whole lot of both. We've got a lot of locals, people who haven't maybe ventured outside the Portland metro region to see what other great beers we have outside of there. And also for visitors, we have a lot of people who come here to try, the beer scene. Get out there and do it for them, maybe save a little money on their budget so they can maybe get a little more beer later or have a little more fun at another attraction.
So basically, even if I live in Oregon City, for example, it's still something I should take advantage of.
Definitely, and I've actually seen a lot of people on some of our ads and commenting on Facebook saying, "Yeah, we've got 3 of them in walking distance. I might as well get this. This is a huge savings for us." Mm-hmm. So it's for both.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because you really, you only, in theory, have to use it 4 times instead of 9 times before it pays for itself, right?
Exactly. Yeah, it doesn't take much before it pays for itself. Anything over that is gravy. And we've got a new little thing here. I'm going to mug this for the camera as well. We've got 2 sets. We've got a set of pint glasses from North Drinkware and a set of 2 of the tumblers. And if you buy the Craft Pass, you will be entered to win either, one set. Each one of these individually retails at $45. So the pair is a $90 value. You got a shot to win that just by buying the Craft Pass.
And what a better reward here, because this is the pint glass for folks who obviously can't see it, but it's radio, but who may be watching on our Facebook Live. Mount Hood's at the bottom of the glass.
Exactly. This is a cool thing. This is so, Portland right here. This craftsmanship. It's handmade right here in the region. And, Mount Hood is perfectly represented at the bottom. You can even rotate the glass and see the different angles of where you're at on Mount Hood. It's so cool. Yeah, it is so cool.
As somebody who promotes the Clackamas County, you got to be really excited about the craft beer scene and just look where it's come in the last 3 years.
It has just exploded. It's fun to watch just from the outside, just to see this passion that people have for beer out here and turning that passion into, a successful business that's also bringing more people to our county. It's really fun to watch. And it's fun to have to go and try new things as well, just so we know what we're promoting.
And with exactly, that's right. It's work, right?
Exactly.
It's research. And with all the attention on Portland, it's nice to see some of the outlying area get a little love.
And that's true. People always think of Portland, but just a small step away, there's a really huge beer scene as well, and a lot of people think maybe we're doing it just as good, if not better, than some of those guys. So,
all right. So once again, how do you find the tap trail?
You can get it directly, omht.us, Oregon's Mountain Hood Territory.us/craft pass, or just Mountain Hood Territory, mthoodterritory.com. Click the link that'll be up on the top, and you can set your sail for beer adventure.
And we'll put a link up on my Beer Geek blog as well as the First Edition Facebook page. If you don't have a smartphone, can you still do it?
Find a friend with a smartphone and use theirs. It's all mobile app technology.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for coming in. We look forward to seeing you out on the tap trail.
My pleasure.
Jarrod Lyman with Oregon's Mount Hood Territory, live on the First Edition Beer Geek. Again, all the information that you heard here up on my blog, as well as the Facebook Live event.